Hello children. We are now starting with a new chapter, that is Lines and Angles of Standard 9. Let us begin with some introductory part. We are starting with certain basic terms and definitions. Collinear points. If three or more points lie on same line, they are called collinear points. Now let me take an example of 3 points. If you have 3 points and all the three lie on the same line, we'll call it collinear points. The same is true for more than 3 points also. We are focusing on 3 or more points because if I talk about 2 points, they always lie on a line. And if I am talking about a single point, obviously it will also lie on a line. So the definition itself starts with the word 3 or more points. Next, non-collinear points. Points which do not lie on the same line are called non-collinear points. So again, if I am taking example at least of 3 points, and if even one of the points don't lie on the given line, we are going to call the 3 points to be non-collinear points. Now let us discuss about angles and types of angles. So this is how you get an angle. The angle is formed when two rays originate from the same starting point. In this case, the starting point is O. From the point O, two rays have come up, and that is how an angle is formed. The common starting point is called as vertex. In this case, O is the vertex. We have named it 2 points to be A and B. So we have two rays, OA and OB. The rays forming the angles are called arms of an angle. In this case, OA and OB are the two arms. Now there are various types of angles. Let us study them one by one with respect to their measurements. Zero angle. If the measure of the angle is 0 degree, it will be called as zero angle. If the measure lies between 0 and 90 degree, it will be called as an acute angle. If the measure is exactly 90 degree, it is a right angle. Now, if the measurement lies between 90 degree and 180 degree, we call it an obtuse angle. Then comes the measurement that is 180 degree. It is nothing but a straight line. We call it a straight angle. Now there are angles which measure more than 180 also. So angles which are measuring between 180 degree and 360 degree, they are called as reflex angle. Finally, we take a complete round and we come to the same position. This angle measures 360 degree and we call it a complete angle. Now let us proceed to various pairs of angles. We have named it, we have studied it. Let us quickly revise them. Complementary angles. Sum of measures of two angles is 90 degree. Now if two angles are given and their total measure is 90 degree, then those two angles are called as complementary angles. Then comes supplementary angle. Now this is another pair of angles, two angles given, and if the sum is 180 degree, it is a supplementary angle. So sum of measures of two angles is 180 degree. Next, adjacent angles. Now one ray, another ray. Here it is named as AOC. This is angle AOC. Now I have one more ray, which is ray OB. Now this ray OB has divided angle AOC into two parts. Two angles are adjacent if they have common vertex, common arm, and non-common interior or non-common arms lie on either side of the common arm. Now if we look into this figure, ray OB has divided angle AOC into two angles. The angles are angle AOB and angle BOC. Both of the angles have the common vertex O, a common arm OB, and non-common interiors. The interiors are not at all common. The interiors of the angles are not overlapping, or we can say that non-common arms. Here the non-common arms are OA and OC. They lie on either side of the common arm. Here common arm is in between and the non-common arms are on the either side. So such pair of angles wherein namely angle AOB and angle BOC, they are called as adjacent angles. Next pair of angles, they are linear pair. Now that's a ray, another ray. They are opposite rays. One more ray that is standing on it. Let me name it as AOB, that has formed a straight line, and this is OC, which is the standing ray. As you can see, AOB is a straight line. Now when such a case arises, then the two angles which are formed, namely angle AOC, angle BOC, they are called as angles in linear pair. The definition is when non-common arms of adjacent angles form a line, then the angles are called as linear pair of angles. Angles in linear pair are always supplementary. Because AOB is a straight line, the measure of both the angles will add up to 180 degree. So they are angles which are supplementary. Let us move to the next pair of angle, that is vertically opposite angles. Now this is one line and the another line. So AB and CD are two lines which are intersecting at point O. In such cases, four angles are formed. Angle AOD, DOB, BOC and AOC. Now, the definition of vertically opposite angle goes as when two lines intersect each other, then there are formation of two pairs of vertically opposite angles. So in this case, angle AOD and BOC is one pair of opposite angle, that is vertically opposite angles, and angle AOC and angle BOD is another pair of opposite angles. These pair of angles are known as vertically opposite angles and their measures are always same. With this, we'll take a leave. We'll be starting with the exercise and we are going to learn more about angles in the coming videos. Thank you for now.